Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Elevate English. Today, we have a very fascinating topic. It's a question that has puzzled people for centuries. It's a question that many of us have asked ourselves at some point in our lives.
Yes. Can a person change their personality? This is something many of us wonder about, especially when we feel stuck in patterns we don't like.
Some people say personality is fixed. You are who you are. Others say you can change it with effort and time.
It's a debate that goes back a long time. Psychologists have studied this for decades. Let's explore both sides.
So let's start with the basics. What is personality exactly?
Personality is the way you think, feel, and behave. It's what makes you different from other people. It's your unique pattern of thoughts, emotions, and actions.
So it's your unique way of being in the world.
Yes, it includes your habits, your attitudes, your reactions to things, and your general approach to life.
Is personality something you're born with?
Partly, yes. Genetics play a significant role. Studies on twins show that personality is about 40 to 60% genetic.
So half of it is inherited?
Yes, but environment also plays a major role. Your upbringing, your culture, your experiences all shape your personality.
So it's a combination of nature and nurture.
Exactly. Both genetics and life experiences work together to create who you are.
So can you change it?
That's the big question. Some experts say personality is relatively stable after age 30. Others say it can change throughout life.
What do most psychologists say?
Most psychologists believe that personality is relatively stable, but not fixed. They believe it can change, but it requires effort.
Change? How?
Through life experiences, through conscious effort, through therapy, and through developing new habits.
So you can actively work to change your personality?
Yes. It's not easy. It takes time and persistence, but it's definitely possible.
What kind of things can you change?
You can change your habits, your reactions, your attitudes, and your coping mechanisms.
So you can become more patient, more confident, more optimistic?
Yes. With practice and effort, you can develop new traits and reduce old ones.
What about introverts? Can they become extroverts?
That's a common question. Introverts can become more outgoing and social. They can learn to enjoy social situations more, but they might always need alone time to recharge.
So they can change, but not completely.
Yes, you can shift your personality, but you might not be able to completely reverse your core nature.
So it's about adapting, not becoming a completely different person.
Exactly. You can learn new skills, develop new habits, and become more flexible, but your core temperament often remains.
What about the big 5 personality traits?
The big 5 are openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. These are the 5 broad dimensions of personality.
Can you change these?
Studies show that these traits can change over time, especially in response to major life events.
Like what?
Like getting married, having children, starting a new career, or experiencing a major loss.
So life changes can change you?
Yes. Sometimes major events force us to adapt and grow in new ways.
What about therapy? Can that change personality?
Yes. Therapy can help you change negative patterns, develop healthier coping mechanisms, and become more self-aware, so you can work on yourself. Yes. Personal growth is a lifelong process. It doesn't stop when you reach a certain age. What about age? Does personality change with age? Yes. As we get older, we tend to become more agreeable and conscientious. We also become more emotionally stable. This is called the maturity principle. Really? So people mellow with age? Yes. The changes are usually gradual, but they are significant over a lifetime.
Can you speed up the process?
Yes. You can actively work on changing your habits and responses. You don't have to wait for age to change you.
How?
By setting clear goals, by practicing new behaviors, by stepping out of your comfort zone, and by seeking feedback.
So it takes effort.
It does. Change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and persistence.
And what about support from others?
Support from friends and family can make a big difference. They can encourage you, hold you accountable, and provide perspective.
So change is a team effort.
It can be. You don't have to do it alone.
What about the role of self-awareness?
Self-awareness is very important. You need to understand yourself before you can change yourself.
How do you become more self-aware?
By reflecting on your thoughts and actions, by asking for feedback from others, and by being honest with yourself.
So it's about knowing yourself.
Yes, self-awareness is the first step to change.
What about the fear of change?
Fear is natural. Change can be scary because it involves the unknown, but it's often necessary for growth.
How do you overcome that fear?
Start small. Take one step at a time. Celebrate small victories along the way.
So I can build confidence.
Yes, each small success gives you more confidence to take the next step.
What about the role of habits?
Habits are powerful. They shape our behavior and reinforce our personality. To change your personality, you need to change your habits.
How do you change a habit?
Start by identifying a habit you want to change, then replace it with a new, healthier habit. Be consistent. It takes time.
What about the role of environment?
Your environment can shape your personality. Surround yourself with positive influences and supportive people.
Like what?
Like supportive friends, inspiring books, uplifting activities, and a healthy lifestyle.
So you can create an environment that supports change.
Yes, that's a very effective strategy.
What about the role of failure?
Failure is part of change. You will make mistakes and have setbacks. That's okay. Learn from them.
How do you handle failure?
Don't give up. Learn from it. Try again. Persistence is the key to lasting change.
So change is a process.
Yes, it's a journey, not a destination.
What about the role of forgiveness?
Forgiving yourself is important. Don't be too hard on yourself when you slip up. Be kind to yourself.
So self-compassion is important.
Yes, it helps you keep going even when things get tough.
So what's the final answer? Can a person change their personality?
Yes, you can change your personality. It takes time, effort, and persistence. But it's definitely possible.
What would you say to someone who wants to change?
I would say start today. Believe in yourself. Take small steps.
That's a hopeful message.
It is, and it's true. Change is possible.
So we've talked about the basics of personality and whether it can change. But what about the practical side? How can someone actually change their personality?
That's a great question. The first step is to identify what you want to change and why. You need a clear reason.
Why is that important?
Because change is hard. If you don't have a strong reason, you'll give up when things get difficult.
So motivation is key.
Yes, you need a powerful why to keep you going.
What kind of reasons work?
Reasons like wanting to improve your relationships, advance your career, or feel happier and more fulfilled.
So the goal should be meaningful.
Exactly. It should be something that really matters to you.
Once you have your reason, what's the next step?
The next step is to set specific, achievable goals. Don't try to change everything at once.
Why not?
Because it's overwhelming. You need to focus on one thing at a time.
So I should pick one trait to work on.
Yes. For example, if you want to become more patient, focus on that.
How do you work on patience?
You can practice waiting without getting frustrated. You can take deep breaths when you feel impatient. You can remind yourself that some things take time.
So it's about practice.
Yes. Change happens through repeated practice.
What about self-monitoring? Is that helpful?
Very helpful. Keep track of your progress. Notice when you succeed and when you struggle.
How do you track progress?
You can keep a journal. You can note down situations where you practice the new behavior. You can also ask for feedback from others.
So I get input from people around me.
Yes. Others often see things we don't see in ourselves.
What about setbacks? How do you handle those?
Setbacks are normal. Don't let them discourage you. Learn from them and keep going.
So I shouldn't expect perfection.
No. Expect progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small wins.
What about the role of mindset?
Mindset is crucial. If you believe you can change, you're more likely to succeed. If you believe you're stuck, you'll stay stuck.
So my beliefs matter.
Yes. A growth mindset is essential for change.
What is a growth mindset?
It's the belief that you can develop your abilities through effort and learning. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset.
And what's a fixed mindset?
It's the belief that your abilities are fixed and can't be changed. People with a fixed mindset often give up easily.
So I need to adopt a growth mindset.
Yes, that's a crucial step.
How do you develop a growth mindset?
By challenging negative self-talk, by embracing challenges, by viewing failures as learning opportunities.
So I need to change how I talk to myself.
Yes, your inner dialogue matters a lot.
What about the role of habits in personality change?
Habits are the building blocks of personality. If you change your habits, you change your personality.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. One famous example is the author Leo Tolstoy. He was known as a difficult person in his youth, but later in life he became more compassionate and humble.
Really? What changed him?
He went through a deep personal crisis. He questioned his purpose in life. He turned to religion and philosophy. This transformed his personality.
So a crisis can lead to change.
Yes, sometimes it takes a big event to shake us out of our old patterns.
Curious. What about other examples?
There's also the story of Viktor Frankl. He was a psychiatrist who survived the Holocaust. He emerged from that experience with a completely different outlook on life.
He found meaning in suffering.
Yes, he wrote about this in his book, Man's Search for Meaning. He showed that even in the worst circumstances, we can choose our attitude.
So extreme experiences can change us.
Yes, but you don't need to go through a crisis to change. Small daily efforts can also make a big difference.
Can you give an example of a small change?
Sure. Imagine someone who is very shy. They can start by making eye contact with people. Then they can say hello. Then they can start small conversations. Over time, they become more outgoing.
So it's a gradual process.
Yes, the key is consistency. You can't change overnight, but you can change over time.
What about the role of role models?
Role models can be very helpful. They show us what's possible. They inspire us to change.
How do you find a role model?
You can look to people you admire. They could be famous figures, teachers, family members, or friends.
So I need someone to look up to.
Yes, it helps to see examples of change in action.
What about the role of belief systems?
Your beliefs shape your personality. If you change your beliefs, you can change yourself.
Can you give an example?
If you believe you're unlucky, you'll act in ways that reinforce that belief. If you believe you can succeed, you'll act differently.
So beliefs create reality.
Yes, that's why changing your beliefs is so powerful.
How do you change a belief?
By questioning it, by gathering evidence against it, by replacing it with a more empowering belief.
So I need to challenge my own thoughts.
Yes, self-reflection is key.
What about the role of forgiveness?
Forgiving yourself and others can be very freeing. It releases negative emotions and opens the door to change.
So holding grudges holds us back.
Yes, forgiveness is a powerful tool for personal growth.
What about the role of gratitude?
Gratitude is also important. It shifts your focus to what's good in your life. It makes you more positive.
So gratitude changes your outlook.
Yes, it's a simple but powerful practice.
What about the role of purpose?
Having a sense of purpose gives you direction. It motivates you to change and grow.
How do you find your purpose?
By exploring your interests and values, by asking yourself what matters to you, by trying new things.
So purpose is discovered, not invented.
Yes, it's a journey.
What about the role of community?
Being part of a supportive community can accelerate your change. It provides encouragement and accountability.
So I need to find my tribe.
Yes, people who believe in you and support your growth.
What about the role of patience?
Patience is essential. Change takes time. Don't expect overnight results.
So I need to be kind to myself.
Yes, patience and self-compassion are key.
What about the role of curiosity?
Curiosity helps you stay open to new possibilities. It keeps you learning and growing.
So I should stay curious.
Yes, curiosity is the engine of growth.
What about the role of courage?
Courage is essential. Change requires facing fears and stepping into the unknown.
So I need to be brave.
Yes, but courage is not the absence of fear. It's acting despite fear.
So I can be scared and still change.
Yes, that's what courage really means.
What about the role of hope?
Hope is what keeps us going. It's the belief that things can get better.
So hope is essential.
Yes, without hope, change is very difficult.
What about the role of love?
Love is perhaps the most powerful force for change. Love for yourself, love for others, love for life.
How does love help?
Love gives us strength. It gives us purpose. It helps us keep going when things are hard.
So love is the foundation.
Yes, love is what makes change meaningful.
So what's the final answer? Can a person really change their personality?
Yes, it's possible. It takes time, effort, and support, but it's absolutely possible.
What would you say to someone who feels stuck?
I would say, you're not stuck. You're just in a temporary phase. You can change. Start small. Believe in yourself. You've got this.
And what about someone who has tried and failed?
I would say, failure is part of the process. Learn from it. Try again. You haven't failed until you've given up.
So persistence is key.
Yes, that's the most important ingredient.
Thank you for this beautiful discussion.
Thank you for listening.
If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to hear it.
And remember, you are not stuck. Change is possible. Start today.
Goodbye and good luck. Keep growing.
We'll see you next time on Elevate English.